Hello, everyone. Hello. Don't pay attention to my nails. I need to get them done. Yeah, I have a new setup here. Happy new moon in Scorpio. That is what this reading will be about. I am Bethany. Welcome to Bethany Empowers Tarot. And like I said, today we're going to tap into the new moon in Scorpio, which was yesterday, but the energy is still potent. It is still relevant. The new moon energy can represent what's going to be happening for the next cycle, up until the next cycle, which is the full moon. So, first, we're going to check out the theme. I'm not doing a love and relationship, specific reading. We're just going to see what comes out. I felt more guided to make it general and just to see what comes out. So, love and relationships may come out, but career, money, abundance, all that good stuff may also come out. I just posted a reading, a quick reading to my Instagram page. You can check it out at Bethany Empowers Tarot or Bethany Empowers. I have two. One is a private account, one is a public account. The Bethany Empowers Tarot is only tarot related content, and the other one has other things on there that is a little bit more personal to me. Anyways, I digress. Let's get to the reading. Let it go. It's so funny because the reading that I just did on Instagram was about walking away from something, and the energy of Scorpio came through as the Phoenix. Scorpio is the death card in the tarot, which represents death and rebirth. It's about like the Phoenix rising from the ashes, burning something down in order to become a new version of yourself, and rise from the ashes as that new version of you. The what's coming through? The Hunger Games. I've been watching the Hunger Games with my son recently and with the teens that I work with. And that is all about, she's very much like that Phoenix, the Mockingjay, but they call it the Mockingjay in the movies, but it is very much that Phoenix energy. So that is a theme that's happening right now. So I'm very drawn to the number 24. I'm not sure why. So this could represent a date, November 24th, December 24th. I'm feeling, I guess it would be November, because I feel like a lot is changing in November. When is the full moon? The full moon is on the 15th, but I'm just feeling November 24th or just the 24th could be significant to you. 2 and 4 make 6. 6 represent balance and harmony. Yeah, I don't know. I was just drawn to that. Okay, so that is the theme. The theme is letting go. So we'll leave that right here. I have to check the camera because since this is new to me, to see where to place it so that you can still see it. All right, so now we're going to get some tarot and see what are we letting go of. So this is a good time to set intentions. New moons are about setting intentions, whereas full moons are more so about taking action. I'm not going to take all of these. Goddess of Earth and the 5 of Air. So I'm using, this is a new deck that I got, which is Wisdom Tarot. I may consult the book only because they have a few different, it's not like the typical tarot setup with the court cards and the major arcana. So the Goddess of Earth, I'm not entirely sure which it represents. It could be either the king or the queen. However, I'm just going to read intuitively into the images and kind of just see what I get. And the reason I say that is because it's goddess, and then there's like witch and craftsman, and then I'm trying to remember the other one. So that's why it's not like male, female, masculine, feminine specific. That's why normally it would be easier to decipher. So I got this one earlier, and I'm feeling very much like the Queen of Pentacles energy with this. I mean, it is Earth. So I'm going to say this is like the Queen of Pentacles energy. She's providing, right? She's providing nourishment to the Earth. Yeah, it feels very much like Queen of Pentacles energy. So that is nurturing, grounding, very mother energy, right? That's why she has her, you know what? And YouTube probably isn't going to like that either. I'm probably going to have to cover that now that I just realized it. Don't come at me. Let me put a sticker over it. Wasn't even thinking about that. Hope that doesn't ruin the reading here for me. Okay. Okay. Okay, we covered it. So she's providing nourishment to the earth, but also her children. But there's something very much about being connected to all children, being connected to every person that I'm getting. So this could have to do with things that you're letting go of that come from generations in your family, a mother wound that you've taken on that you're healing. With the Five of Air, that's the Five of Swords. I love this because it's like she's protecting her babies here. So it feels a lot more about protecting, right? Like a protection of like Five of Swords is traditionally mental conflict and wanting to win at all costs, but like that is a way of being, that is a protection. So that's what I'm getting. We're letting go of something that we possibly have taken on from like a family generational wound, right? Where it's like we have to protect ourselves. We fight. We try to win at all costs with other people or just within ourselves to get the upper hand, and that is no longer serving us. And it's no longer serving us because it's unhealthy, right? And maybe it never served us, you know? I mean, you could also look at it that way. It's like this, you're looking back and you're kind of like, this thing actually never served me. This way of being, this fighting with other people, this protecting myself, this making up stories in my head and make other people wrong and me right, things like that. It's like that right or wrong, black or white thinking is what I'm feeling. Yeah, so that's what we're letting go of. And it's like with the feeling like the connection to everyone and everything, it's like that's more so what we're stepping into, because we're realizing that you could feel this push pull maybe with yourself of like, I have these moments where I'm very much feeling connected to all that is, to everything, to everyone. I can forgive, I can love, I can see things and people for how they actually are, not for their wounding, not for their patterns, right? And then but then there's times where you're like, you have all these negative limiting beliefs about yourself and about people, and you want to like, in your head you're making judgments and you're wanting to put people down and see things as black or white and very limited. And so you see that you are going back and forth, and this one is becoming more uncomfortable to be in, whereas you might have been something that was more comfortable for you to be in up until this point. And you're doing some reflection on the fact that it is actually time to let it go, because maybe it never did serve me. Maybe I thought that it did because that's just what I saw everyone else doing, but it doesn't actually serve me. We have Witch of Water. This to me feels like the Knight of Cups. Let me see if I have room over here. Do I? Yeah, I do. The Knight of Cups. Or the Page of Cups. Could be that too. Actually, I'm feeling more Page of Cups energy here. This to me represents our, us as children, or because it's a younger energy. And also wanting to be able to be vulnerable and feel our feelings and express our feelings without worrying that we have to or going to have to defend ourselves from other people bullying us or telling us we're stupid, or like abandoning us, rejecting us, and that may still happen, but we might be creating it ourselves through this belief that we have that everyone's going to be treating us this way, right? That we have to protect ourselves, right? Like this was a lot about protection, needing to protect ourselves. So it's like protecting our emotions. That's why we've been doing it. And so it's returning to this more childlike aspect of us that is soft and gentle and understanding. And I'm almost feeling like this like mother child energy too, of like the nourishing, the like you're doing this to yourself or you're doing it to other people or other people are doing it to you. But I feel like it's more so ourselves, this inner child healing, where we are learning how to love and support and accept and forgive ourselves for whatever we've experienced in this way. All right, 3 of fire. That's the 3 of wands. Look, I'm just noticing, hopefully you can see that. Like this, it's like let the path is being lit, right? Following the path through the darkness, through the what might feel muddy and muddled and confusing and dark. So we're following the light. We're following the light. The light within ourselves, though. We are being guided, or we have been being guided. Yeah, see the Ace of Fire. See, we're following the fire to the Ace of Fire, the cauldron here. And this to me very much feels like what we're throwing into the fire to let go of. And I was talking about the phoenix too. The phoenix burning things down, burning itself down to rise from the ashes. This is also, I think, following footsteps is what I'm hearing, right? We're following in footsteps maybe of our ancestors or of people from our past, and then realizing what it is they've been trying to show us is like things that we need to let go of, not things that we need to keep. I mean, things we need to keep as well, but this so feels like we're keeping whatever is still there after we let go of what and burn away what we know that we don't need, that's not serving us, that's making us feel like disconnected from each other and from ourselves, from parts of ourselves that we maybe like hid away, right? Our childlike aspects, our mothering aspects, our feeling connected to everyone and everything. I mean, the owl is sticking out to me too, just about wisdom, right? There could be somebody that is guiding you, leading you. That somebody either has passed away or it's like a maternal, matriarchal energy in your family who is either someone who's passed over or someone who is still around that has like guided you and provided you with wisdom. This could also represent you being that for other people in your life as well. And you're realizing this and you're seeing things very clearly. But it does feel like our ancestors, a lot about our ancestors are coming through in terms of guidance. Yeah, we have 11, which is balance. I'm assuming this is, I'm going to double check on that because each of these are different with the major arcana. This is probably, it's either temperance or justice. But yeah, it's like going back to this like very primal way of living, of living amongst all of the animals and plants, and like we're walking barefoot. And again, look at what I'm seeing is like a grandmother and a child, right? A grandchild, it seems like to me, or it could be a mother, but to me, she feels a little bit older. And it's like that you're learning, you're being taught something here, a maternal instinct, a maternal way of seeing the world, living amongst the world, providing and giving and receiving in balance. Yeah, we have the Ace of Water, it's the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Water. Learning how to really fill yourself up and love yourself so that you can then share it with other people. I feel like that gets said a lot, but like that's literally what it is. Like, how can we be in balance? How can we keep ourselves in balance, right? And it's like going back to some not older ways, like I'm trying to put it into words that make sense. We have become so want to say corrupt, but like worn down and overburdened with a lot of things that are unnatural to us as human beings, as souls. That has a lot to do with our mental energy with the Five of Swords. And so it's like coming back to your roots. That's what I was trying to say. Like getting back to your roots. Like, where were we before all this technology? Where were we before all of the advancements in medical, contributions? And it's not to say that those things don't matter, or they don't are not useful, but I feel like we've kind of gotten to an excess, and we need to find some balance in burning away all the things that don't feel natural to us anymore. And that's going to be different for everybody. But it's just the things that don't feel natural to you. So does it feel natural to always be in defense of other people, to assume the worst in other people, to fight or, get into conflict with other people, a right or wrong, me versus them battle? Does that feel good? Does that feel like it's natural to you? And if the answer is no, because it probably isn't, it's not really natural for us to be in conflict. I mean, conflict is good, but to create conflict where there doesn't need to be any, or to keep conflict going just because you want to be right, because you can't admit that maybe you were wrong, or that there's something that you can also work on, things like that. So this is very much about reciprocal energy, the Two of Water. But first we need the Ace of Water, right? The Ace of Cups. I love too that, look, it's like one stream is then turning into three. Because that's how you are going to give to other people, is by first pouring into yourself, so that, that's what the Ace of Cups is about ultimately. And then the Two of Cups represents, this could represent love, right? This could represent how you're showing up in love and relationships with other people. And I was also getting that the 2 and the 4 here, I don't know if anyone watching, knows if they're into human design, if you have like a 2-4 profile or a 4-2 profile. I was feeling that. Or something with a 6, 6-1, 6-2. I don't know if there's a 6-1. I don't know. I was feeling that as well. So let's see if there's anything else that Spirit would like us to know. Look, more water. So much emotions. In the maze. I need to find out which one the maze is. So the Messenger of Water, which to me feels like the Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Following your heart, following the direction that you're being guided to take. And, when it comes to your heart and what you know to be true for yourself inside. And then we have the maze here, which I am going to look at the book. So, yeah, so balance is actually, the balance card is Libra energy, and it's the Justice card. Okay, so the maze. The maze is, so the essence of it, I'm trying to think, what is that? 16. I believe that's the Tower card. Yeah. So the maze is the Tower card. It inhibitions, disruption, uncertainty, risk taking, let go, be here now. To me, this feels like what you've been going through, or what it feels like to go through following your heart, right? A lot of like with disruption of your life, like having to figure your way out, in and out of this maze that's within yourself, that maybe it's like exploring things that you hadn't explored before. But the The Tower card is about letting go of a foundation that no longer serves you, or it could also be about divine intervention as well. The Witch of Earth. This to me feels like the king. No, what did I say witches were? Witches are actually, I think the witch is the... That to me feels like the Page of Cups. This to me feels like the Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles. Look at, and then the Ace of Earth. We have two aces. We have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Earth, Ace of Pentacles, I mean. But if we're seeing this as the Page of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles, it's like a small offer turning into a bigger offer, or the only offer. It's almost like there is only one way, right? And that's what the maze is, right? There's only one way in and one way out. So realizing that there is only one way in and one way out, and that's through how you feel and addressing your emotions, these difficult ones that you maybe have avoided, or they're basically saying like they're no longer going to be able to be avoided with this new moon in Scorpio. But it's going to lead to so many blessings and prosperity and opportunities for you, right? The only way out is in. All right, let me just get a couple more messages, see if there's anything specific. The Four of Fire, that is the Four of Wands. Stability, home, a lot about our foundation. Could also represent marriage. Yeah, the Ten of Air. I mean, yeah, there's like, from the past as well, we were talking about like stuff from the past coming through. Could have been like maybe a divorce or a loss of stability of some sort, usually a family. The Ten of Air, that's the Ten of Swords. So that's at the end of a painful cycle, moving on and letting go, of something that happened in the past. So this could also represent, if we're speaking like, it could represent I'm feeling like maybe going to therapy and talking about some things from the past, or you're making some realizations about it. Like perhaps you've been divorced, or your parents were divorced, or, that kind of thing, or there was a loss of something when it comes to home, family, stability in your life. And you're letting go of the pain of that. Maybe, realizing that you need to like dive into that because it's playing out in your life where you keep repeating the same things. Maybe you start to dive in, but then you don't fully go in. And so with the Maze card, it's telling you it's time to like fully go into this pattern, these feelings, so that you can let it go. The World and the Guardian. Which one is the Guardian? Let's see. The World is the World card. Do you see this though? It's on fire and she's walking away from it. It's like setting my world on fire. I mean, very literally, you could, like, if whoever's watching this, and you could be deciding to leave a marriage or a relationship or a home or a job or something that has created some stability in your life. Or you're reflecting on that because perhaps you have already done that. It could be past energy as well. And it's time for you to be the phoenix and rise up from the ashes from that experience. So some of you might be entering the maze, some of you might be exiting the maze, right? Okay, let's check the Guardian, see which one this one is. So the Guardian is the Emperor. It's Aries energy, but it's also father energy. But this one, it says it represents God, confidence, self-respect, responsibility, integrity, harmony, hope, and protect. Yeah, so like protection, it's like you being the protector of yourself. It could also represent father wounds as well, since we're talking about stability. Burning down whatever you learned or you took on from your family or from your father. Of abandonment too, right? Okay. because I was going to say, I don't know if I said this, the message from the Instagram post was about walking away from something that was stable in our life. So I would go read that. And it said within the next few months that came through. Three of Air, yeah, it's healing pain from the past. So a lot of it's going to be pain from the past coming from our family. Okay, but it could also represent like this is showing up as something that you're leaving or letting go of, leaving behind, because it's representing that energy for you in your current life through a relationship or a job or something. Okay, we have the Priestess, which is the High Priestess, following your intuition. Yeah, and then the Eight of Earth, which is the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, the full moon again is coming through for me. Like the next full moon, you might get some downloads, or there might be a possibility for like you're actually going to see the progress, is what I'm feeling during the next full moon. So if you focus on this message now and really put in the work to like understand, take new action, reframe your thoughts, things like that. And really, like I said, it's like going to therapy or having conversations or getting supported or whatever it is you need to do. You put in the work, you're going to see the progress the next full moon, which is on November 15th. So let's ask what the advice is or what other messages from Spirit that they have about this message. Also, if you would like some clarity or guidance on your specific situation, please reach out and schedule a session with me. Those links are below. If you have any questions, you can email me or contact me on Instagram. Okay, so what are the final messages for this new moon in Scorpio? Recovery, yeah, that's healing, recovering from something from the past. Communicate clearly. Communicate clearly can mean communicating clearly to the universe, or there's some situation, maybe you're recovering from, like I said, a breakup, a divorce, things like that. And so there needs to be some clear communication between you and that person, or it's like communicate clearly with the universe what it is that you want, what it is you desire, or it's like with other people. Big happy changes. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling for the next full moon. Look at that. Yes. You were thinking of, choose a new direction. So you are going to be deciding to leave something or go in a new direction from something or somebody. Whether I said that that's a job, it's going to be something that has to do with your stability, a job, a home, a relationship, specifically possibly a marriage or a family situation. But and maybe you're going to like come to some realizations through communicating clearly and be able to be on the same page about it with somebody, or you're going to feel happy about the changes. At least it's not like a bad thing. Like it honestly feels like, yeah, see abundance. It feels like, I don't know if you didn't see that one. It feels like it's something that's going to it's going to be a mutual, it almost feels like it might be a mutual thing, or it's like a positive thing where you are getting on the same page with somebody about something. It doesn't feel like it's going to be one of those tower moments where it's like devastating. It's like you can see this coming, and the other person too, and or the party, is aware or is like understanding or something. It feels like reciprocal in a way. So that's what I have. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please leave a comment and let me know how it resonated for you. And again, reach out if you would like your own reading with me. I'm sending you guys so much love. I will see you again soon. All right, bye.